What's going on, guys? Sean here from OlightStore.com, and today we are on the 5th floor of the Olight factory here in Dongguan. The reason why we are here is because we are actually going to interview some of the workers that we have in our factory. When we originally did our first factory tour, we received a lot of questions of people saying they wanted to get to know the people who worked here a little bit more. So we're actually going to be interviewing 4 people who work here. We're going to get to know them, learn a little bit more about their job, and hopefully give you guys a better idea of the Olight culture and basically what's going on here at our factory. So today we are with Kevin, of course, my translator. He was in the factory tour videos as well. I'm sure you recognize him. And our first interview is with Liang Shan, and she actually works in assembly. Which is really, really cool. It's actually really exciting to be able to talk with these people, learn more about their job, because they're the ones who really are building these products that we all know and love. So with that said, let's go ahead and start getting into it. So why don't you tell us where you're from?
那就第一个问题，你是来自哪里
我来自湖南。
？So she's from Hunan, where I am from too.
Okay, so you guys are from the same place, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So what are you guys known for? Is it the food?
Yeah, very spicy. The food there in Hunan is spicy.
Okay, so I probably can't eat the food in Hunan because if it's too spicy, I can't do it. So fair enough. So why don't you go ahead and tell us about what you like to do for fun, what you do on the weekends?
那下一个问题就是你平常喜欢做什么来消遣？平常周末的话喜欢做什么？
我比较喜欢，就是说偶尔的自己在家里面打打游戏，然后就说偶尔的话打打羽毛球。不过最近的话加入了我们奥雷跑团，然后每天都在跑步，最近的爱好。
So she's kind of quiet. So she stays home a lot to play mobile games on her phone, and she's into badminton. And recently, she's getting into the habit of running.
Nice.
A lot recently.
I've gotten into running recently as well, so same there. Cool. Badminton's really cool. That's like a really big sport here.
Yeah, in China, yeah.
That's a big thing. A lot of people who work for Olight play badminton. So
yeah, right. We have that game in the headquarters, like badminton game competitions.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they have badminton competitions here at Olight as well. So really, really cool stuff. So why don't you tell us how long you've worked here for Olight?
那你在奥雷工作了几年？
奥雷工作了有2年多了。
So she's been working here for 2 years.
2 years, awesome.
2 years.
Very cool, very cool. So what would you say is the most important part about your job?
你认为在你工作中最重要的部分是什么？对你工作来说最重要的是什么？
最重要的是，我希望经过我的手的产品都是完好无损，然后深得粉丝喜欢的这种。
She hopes that every flashlight that she handled with is loved by the old fans, by our fans, and it's flawless and perfect.
That's awesome. Cool. And if you guys saw the factory tours that we did, that's really kind of the overall theme here is making sure the products are just flawless and perfect. And we have all these different steps in QC, and there's so much going on here just to make sure that it's the best experience possible when you guys get your lights. So there you go. That's just going along with the culture and kind of the theme of this place in general. I think the big question is what products are you working on today?
你今天在做的产品是什么呢
？AK 系列的 AK。
So she's working on Arcfeld today.
The Arcfeld, okay. The regular Arcfeld or the UV one?
是那个常规的 Arcfeld 有激光的那个产品吗？
对。
Yeah, the regular one was the laser.
With the laser?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, awesome. And I actually saw some of that when we were here about a week ago, and that's a pretty complicated light.
Yes.
I definitely wouldn't want to work on that one. There's a lot of moving parts and pieces to that light. So, it's pretty complicated, intense work for sure. We have this question from the fans. I've seen it in the comments section. I think people want to know kind of how you feel about working for Olight. How's your experience been working for Olight for the past couple years?
也就是说你在奥雷工作的体验是什么样的？你在这2年对奥雷的一个感受是什么样的
感受就是严谨的管理，活跃的团队，有条不紊的安排。
Okay. You said is the organized management. The management is very organized. That
Okay.
team is very vibrant. People are very happy in the team.
Okay.
And the plans, I mean the schedules are all very organized and very detailed.
I mean, I have to agree. Again, guys, please watch the live factory tour that we did of assembly of the fourth floor, because it's just incredible, just really how organized and just clean this place is. No one's scrambling. No one looks confused. Everyone knows exactly what they're doing when they need to do it. It's one of the most organized business environments I've really ever seen. So again, I mean, she's just, it all makes sense, you know? And one of the big questions that we receive from people during the live videos, and I have to ask, the workers, you know, when you guys are working on the products, people have mentioned that you guys look very serious. Is there, you know, any reason why everyone looks so serious and kind of intense when you're doing your work?
也就是说在直播的评论区有一些观众会说我们在工作的过程中看起来是非常的严肃的，或者说甚至有一些就是不是很高兴的感觉的，就是你是怎么样去看待这个问题的？
我怎么看待？我觉得不应该拿严肃这个词，应该是拿严谨。我们这个是最平常的工作态度来的，对不对？我们要严谨的工作来保证这个产品的质量，不是说严肃。我们就像公司的一个句话，上班拼命上班，玩拼命玩，这是我们分开的嘛。
Okay. Wow, that's a pretty long sentence. Okay. Anyway, she says that you cannot use serious to describe their state.
Okay.
She said it's more like a rigor. They want to be very cautious about what they do. It's like a work attitude. Here in the company, they promote saying that it's work hard and play hard. When you really are working, you should focus and concentrate to make sure the quality is the best. But when you off work, you can play. So
Okay.
that's why they look serious, because they want to be focused on what they do and ensure that products are of the best quality.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You know, when you're building products, especially products that are this complicated with, you know, electrical components, batteries, you know, lenses, LEDs, all of these things. I don't see how you could possibly goof around when you're doing something like that. You know, it makes sense to be focused on your work, to, you know, just be there with the task at hand. So I completely understand, but I don't think by any means, you know, are these people having a bad time working here? You know, she's been here a couple years. You know, she appreciates the work environment and all of that. So, you know, I think it's a really good thing all around. So, yeah. Well, I think that's pretty much all the questions that I have for you today. You know, I really appreciate you taking the time to come sit with us. I know you have a really busy day and a lot to do, but thank you so much for being here with us today and letting our fans learn about you and Liang Shan. So thank you so much.
非常感谢今天参与我们的这个采访。
Now, for our next interview, we have Zhao Zhimei, and she is from the QC department. So she's in that big room that has the products that basically it's the final check before the products go into the packaging. But again, we have other checks after they go into the packaging, but she's basically the last person touching the lights until they actually go to the packaging line. Very, very important job. So with that said, let's go ahead and ask her a few questions. Let's learn more about her and what she does. So why don't you go ahead and tell us where you're from?
请问你是哪里人呢？
我是贵州的。
She's from Guizhou,
Guizhou,
a province in China.
Okay. And what is Guizhou known for?
It's known for Maotai, which is a Chinese alcohol liquor named baijiu.
If you guys are familiar with Chinese liquor, this is probably the most expensive stuff you can get. This is like top of the line stuff. So that's actually a really famous place. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Most people don't know it's Guizhou, but a lot of people know the Muay Thai. So that's really, really cool. Yeah, so why don't you tell us what you do for fun, what you do on the weekends?
下一个问题就是你平常做什么来消遣呢？比如周末的话，
周末的话，一般休息时间我都是爬山、散步、养小动物。
Oh, she does three things. First
Okay.
one is like she goes hiking.
Cool.
Then she takes walks with friends.
Okay.
And the last one is she keeps pets.
She keeps.
Maybe a pet. I don't
She has a pet. Okay. What pet do you have?
know. 你养的是什么宠物呢
我养的是猫 cat，
？She has. Yeah, she has a cat.
Here's a cat. Okay. What kind of cat? Like the.
你的猫是什么品种的？什么样的猫？
这是一个长毛的三花猫。
It's a cat with long hair. It's three colored. I don't know what color. 是哪三种颜色呢？
就是白色加橘色还有黑色3种颜色。
Is white, black, and orange.
Okay, so. So I have a cat that's also white, black, and orange. So I think we might have the same cat actually. So.
Yeah, 也许它的猫和你的猫的品种是一样的。
So she's from where they make Muay Thai, and she has we have the same cat. So that's pretty cool so far. That's awesome. So why don't you tell us how long you've worked here?
你在奥雷工作了多长时间？
我在奥雷工作1年零3个月。
Oh, she's been working here for 15 months.
15 months. So almost a year and a half.
Yeah.
Nice. Right on. So why don't you tell us what's the most important part of your job?
你工作中最重要的是什么呢？
我认为是质量。
Quality. Yeah, one word.
Yeah, true. I mean that's one of the biggest things, especially here. I mean, there's quality control just going on everywhere, so that makes a lot of sense. Right on. What products are you working on today?
你今天所质检的产品是什么呢？
我今天所质检的产品是 AK 系列的。
It's the Arcfeld series.
Okay, so Liang Shan told us, she's been working on the Arcfeld with assembly. She's been doing QC with it. So obviously, big Arcfeld day going on here. So really, really cool. Right on. Of course, we want to ask, how do you feel about working for Olight? How's your experience been for the past 15 months?
你对奥雷的感受是什么样？入职这1年03个月，你对奥雷的看法是什么样的？
我觉得奥雷就是对于员工啊这些比较体恤，就福利法就是很周到，对员工这些。
Okay, she said Olight has been very considerate to the employees.
Okay.
And offers good benefits.
Oh, okay.
To the people here.
Well, I think that's all the questions we have for you today. We really appreciate you for being here. Thank you for taking the time to speak with us. I know you have very important QC work to do, but it was great to learn about you and learn that we actually have the same breed of cat. How cool is that? So thank you so much for being here. Zhao Zimei, everybody. Thank you.
非常感谢你今天来参加我们的访谈。也知道你今天工作很忙他也很荣幸知道你们的猫是同一个品种。总之，非常感谢你，谢谢。
Awesome. Thank you. We are continuing the interviews with Jinghaubo. He's nice enough to break up his day. He actually works in packaging, right? So we've talked with assembly, we've talked with QC, and now we're talking with packaging. So we're kind of going through the process. We're trying to give you guys a variety of people that we talk to here in these interviews. So let's go ahead and get started by asking him, where are you from?
请问你是哪里人？
我是河南的。
He's from 河南。
Henan. Okay, cool. And what is Henan known for?
河南是出名的是什么呢？
出名的河南烩面啊。
Oh, the noodles in Henan is pretty good.
Ooh, the
Yeah, I
noodles.
actually lived in Henan for a couple of years.
Really?
The noodles there are really pretty good.
Is it like the hand stretching noodle?
Yeah. That 烩面 is actually the hand stretching.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but not very thin. Yeah, just
Okay.
hand stretching.
So they're a little bit thicker noodles?
Yeah, they're thicker hand pulled noodles.
Right on. Awesome. I bet they're delicious.
Yeah, they are.
Why don't you tell us about yourself? What do you like to do for fun and on the weekends?
你平常周末的话会做什么来放松呢？
平常就早上可能会睡个懒觉，然后中午的话就做点自己喜欢吃的饭，然后下午的时候就陪老婆孩子出去逛个街啊，去游乐场玩一下。
Oh, so he likes to sleep in on the weekends,
Me too.
and then he cooks some delicious food.
Okay.
After that, he takes his wife and child to go shopping or go to the playground.
Okay, cool. And you have a boy or a girl?
你的孩子是男孩还是女孩？
男孩儿，
It's a boy. So it's
Okay. How old?
多大了
6岁了。
？6 years old.
Awesome. Very, very cool. That's great. So how long have you worked here?
你在奥雷工作多长时间了？
2年零4个月。
Oh, 2 years and 4 months.
Wow. Okay, so almost 2.5 years. Right on.
Right.
What would you say is the most important part about your job?
你认为你工作中最重要的是什么呢？
最重要的就是细心吧，因为在包装这一块来说是放各种的这种配件吧。如果说心不细的话，可能就会漏掉一些配件啊。到时候我们的粉丝会收到这些产品，比如说会少说明书啊，还有一些充电器线啊这些。就是说最重要的还是心细一点吧。
I think the most important thing is being cautious, because in packaging you have to put different accessories and parts into the packaging box.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss anything.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. We need to make sure that the experience is what you guys expect when you open up those boxes, right? And as you know, here at Olight, we're really into the unboxing experience. We take a lot of pride in our, packaging and the unboxing experience. So it's a really big deal for us. So this is very important. So right on. What products are you working on today?
你今天包装的是什么产品呢？
8S
He's packaging the Border S.
Balder S. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. One of our most popular weapon lights, 800 lumens, adjustable rail, really, really good stuff. Right on. How do you feel about working at Olight? How has your experience been for almost 2.5 years?
你在奥雷工作的感受是什么样的？你这2年多来的一种对奥雷的一种体验感受是什么？
在奥莱的2年多以来，对我来说就是我们公司的这个人员还是比较好的。比如说有什么困难啊，公司会积极的帮你啊。包括在前年还是去年的时候，在河南郑州7月份那个大雨的时候，公司替我们郑州捐了很多的这种设备啊，以及这个钱啊什么的，就是我们公司的这个企业文化是比较好的。另外一点就是这个待遇方面嘛，都比其他的公司要好。
Okay, so yeah.
所以说就
So
It's okay.
he said the company is very they care about the employees here, and they will offer the employees help when they need it. And actually, during a flood a couple of years ago in his hometown, Henan, there was a big flood, and the company donated a lot of money and flashlights to the rescues of during the flood. So he thinks the company's culture is very good.
Wow, that's incredible. That's really powerful. As you guys know, especially the people watching this in the States, we do quite a few things in the States. Charity events, charity lights, where we donate all the money from that. But yes, we also do things globally. We get involved with the other markets that we work in, and here where the headquarters are as well. So that's really powerful, and thank you for sharing that. Well, I think that's really all the questions that we have for you today. I really appreciate you being here, Jinghaubo from packaging, and we really appreciate you speaking with us today. Thank you so much. Yeah.
非常感谢今天参与我们的访谈，非常感谢。
Now we are here with our final interview of the video with Liang, and he also works in assembly. So we're going to get to know him, learn some things about him and his work. So let's get started. So why don't you tell us where you're from?
第一个问题，你是哪里人呢？
我是四川。
He's from Sichuan, which literally means 4 rivers.
Right, and Sichuan it's very famous, right?
Yeah.
The hot pot food, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, hot pot is my favorite Chinese food. It's basically you have this like boiling pot of like hot broth, like spicy broth, and they bring in just like raw meat and things like that, and you just put it in there and cook it yourself, basically.
Vegetables, yeah.
And it just infuses with the flavor, and it's just so delicious. It's really incredible stuff. If you haven't tried hot pot before, see if there's a place where you live because it is awesome. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, what you like to do on the weekends and for fun?
你周末平常喜欢做什么呢？
周末平时的话就去打打篮球啊，还去网吧上上网打打游戏啊之类的。
So he plays basketball, and
Awesome.
sometimes he goes to the internet cafe to play some video games, computer games.
Okay, cool. Well, first off, what's your position in basketball?
你打球的话是打什么位置呢
后卫，
？He's a guard. Yeah.
Right on. Cool, cool.
Okay.
And what kind of games do you like to play?
电脑游戏喜欢玩什么呢
王者英雄联盟，
？He plays the League of Legends and the Glory of the King. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We've heard some other people who play Glory of the King. I think that's a really popular game, specifically here in China. But League of Legends is like one of the most popular games ever. So that's awesome. Very, very cool. So why don't you tell us, how long you've worked here?
你在奥雷工作多长时间了？
有1年多了。
Over a year.
Over a year, right on.
Okay.
Cool. And what would you say is the most important part of your job?
你觉得在你的工作中最重要的是什么呢？
在工作中最重要的话，我觉得还是个人的一个态度吧。因为怎么说呢？因为我们要有一个非常良好的一个工作态度，然后呢去面对我们的工作，然后呢才能使我们工作的一个产品的质量得到一个很好的提升嘛。
He thinks the attitude towards your work. So because he thinks attitude can, if you have good attitude, you can work better and come up with products with better quality.
Very true. Right on. If you come in with a bad attitude, it's going to seep into your work, right? So if you're optimistic, if you're feeling good, obviously that's going to bleed into your work, and it's simply just going to be better. So I really like that answer. What products are you working on today?
你今天工作的这个产品是什么呢
我们今天主要做的是 6 mini。
So Seeker for Mini.
Oh, Seeker 4 Mini.
You
Cool,
understand,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I actually got to experience, doing a couple things with that product today. Very basic stuff on my end. But why don't you tell us kind of what are the main tasks that you typically work on, at your station and
就是在你的工作台，你一般最常规的一些工作是什么？是怎么样的一个？
我的工位的话，我主要做的是一个按键组装，某压一个按键组装就是开关。
The switch. He's putting the switch on the body.
Oh, okay. Obviously a very important piece, and too complicated for me to do, but that's awesome. Very, very cool. The big question that I've been asking everyone is how do you feel about working for Olight? How has your experience been for the past year, over a year?
就说你在奥雷的工作的感受是什么？在1年多来，你对奥雷的体验是什么样的？
体验啊，怎么说呢？就是奥雷的话就是福利比较好吧，吃的也比较好，就是我们的住宿环境也比较好。
So he's saying that the benefits is very good here. The food here is amazing, and the accommodation, the dorms here are great.
That's awesome. Just keeping it real, like good food, good benefits, and the place where he lives is good. You can't beat that. That's awesome. Very, very cool. Well, thank you so much for speaking with us today. Liang, everyone, works in assembly, and we really appreciate you guys for watching these interviews. Again, the point of these videos is to have you guys get to know Olight better. And that involves not only showing you our facilities and the way that we make our products, but also having you guys learn more about the people who work here, the culture, the personalities. So I hope you guys appreciate these videos. It's really been a blast getting to know the people who work so hard for the same company I work for, getting to see different sides of the business. Getting to see things that I simply just don't see every day in the States. It's really been an absolute blast spending time here in Dongguan at the factory. And again, we appreciate everyone that we've had the ability to talk with. Everyone here is very busy, very organized with their work. So we really appreciate them just, doing something unusual, taking time out of their day to spend some time with us and get to know us. So Thank you so much. Thank you, Kevin, for working so hard
It's my pleasure.
with the translations. His English is unbelievable. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.